to all of my Geminis out there. Please make sure to get the book on Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. If you'd like to contact me for personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, right? At least. Trying to get monetized on this channel. Y'all already know my my mishaps or my shortcomings of what's going on and stuff, or what has happened in the past. 2019, somebody hacked my YouTube channel. Last year, things didn't necessarily go as it was planned, right? Wanted to upgrade the quality of the channel that I had last year, and then ended up messing up on me in January. So let's get into it for the Geminis. It's like 2-something in the morning, so the cards that I come up with for the Geminis are the World, the Sun, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Magician, Hierophant, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. Hold on, just organizing these. The Three of Swords, the Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and last but not least, the Queen of Wands or Rods. Same thing. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana out of 15 cards. Very interesting. So for the Geminis, you're starting off with the World, and then you have the Sun, Three of Rods. So I'm seeing that a lot of you Geminis have a lot of stuff going on in your lives right now that you're actually having to take responsibility and accountability for. Just how do I say, trying to keep up with a lot of different things. Don't try to burn yourself out, Gemini. Because Gemini is one of those zodiac signs, along with Virgo and Aries, that can end up burning themselves out. And then you have the Sun card, right, which represents that you feel happy right now. You know what I mean? Some cards though, you feel happy right now. You actually want to be busy like this, where you're working towards something constructive or some sort of idea that you have every single day or often as possible. And I'm talking about as a single individual. And the Three of Wands represents just thinking about your visions of the future and stuff like this. Just really thinking about how things are going to be in the future, not necessarily just now. It's a lot of strategic planning and actually implementing it, but how smoothly this system is going to work for you, in the sense that you're creating a system. And the thing is that the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords represents how this is a situation for you Geminis, where a lot of you Geminis don't want anything, but more so specifically anyone getting in the way. I'm just seeing how a lot of the Geminis are like, look, you good right now. A lot of y'all are actually getting things the way you want it to be. You don't want anything getting in the way, distracting you, or potentially trying to derail you, right? Get you to kind of go off the tracks because the drama that they're bringing to the table. The Page of Swords represents, so because of this, right, making this transition, this mental transition of being into, I should say, becoming or realizing that you are the Magician and the Hierophant. The Magician is the person essentially that controls or manipulates their own reality. Remember how it is I was talking about, like in Marvel, right? Like in Marvel, right? Whether you're talking about the movies or the comic books or any of the stuff that they're talking about, some of the strongest entities to exist in the Marvel comic book history are reality manipulators, right? Because they are amongst the highest order. Because a reality warper and a reality manipulator, for all those old heads who've been following me for a long time, a reality warper is a person that can only manipulate what essentially is presented to them, right? What they can't take anything and make it out of nothing. It's something that they, like they basically, like a form of reality warping would be like turning lead into gold, right? Like alchemy. You understand what I'm saying? But reality manipulation is that basically you can make anything happen that you want, even if it defies the laws of physics, right? Or it breaks the laws of physics entirely. And the thing is that's essentially what the magician is. You would think that certain things are not necessarily happening, but what the magician does is the magician essentially is basically a reality manipulator and a reality warper. And then the Hierophant represents but wanting to be this reality manipulator for good, right? Wanting to actually be able to bring as many eyes to what it is that you're doing, but also try to help people, right? Be seen as a symbol of some sort of excellence. But this is kind of okay. All right, Geminis. And the thing is that the King of Swords now and the Ace of Cups represents there's just this satisfaction and deep love and connection that you really have with what it is that you're doing now. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is one of the best readings that I ever did for Geminis. Okay, good stuff. I'm glad. See, now the Geminis are getting serious. Okay, that's refreshing. And then the King of Swords represents how, just being mindful of what it is that you're doing, like I said, and being strategic and not necessarily wanting to be around anybody who's on it, that type of criminal-minded, self-destructive type of mentality. The Four of Swords and the Hierophant, right? The Four of Swords, Hierophant, represents, how do I say? The Four of Swords is like how you're not hanging around those individuals, right? Like you're not hanging around anyone that essentially is who's criminal minded. You know what I mean? You're not hanging around anyone who's a mess up, who's criminal minded, who is just tossed in life. And the thing is that the Emperor is about kind of being decisive about the people whom you're going to interact with. A lot of you Geminis are like, nah, if I'm going to interact with such and such, this person, I need to make sure this person even has a good head on their shoulders, because birds of a feather flock together. So if I hang out with you and you're a mess up, and I continue to hang out with you knowing that you're a mess up willingly, right? Then it means that I'm a mess up too. I'm just putting on the clothing, acting as if I'm not. So a lot of you Geminis really want to make sure that everyone around you whom you're hanging out with and kind of giving time to and spending time with is 100, right? And then the Ten of Pentacles represents, if they are, then most definitely you see yourself hanging out with them. But the Hermit, right, represents how even when it comes to the people whom you do hang out with, there's a certain level of kind of ruthlessness in the sense of the time that you need to actually be able to keep for yourself and continue to build. But also the Hermit is also giving this warning that a lot of you Gemini should take the time out to really recuperate your energy, rejuvenate yourself. Don't push yourself too hard, right? This is most definitely needed, you know. And then the Queen of Rods represents you're ultimately going to end up being unique in other people's lives, because number one, you're not spreading yourself thin too much, trying to be all up in the face of other people so much to the point where, repetition is breeding contempt, right? You hang out with people so much, right, to the point where they start to get annoyed at you or whatever. No, you're doing what you need to do, and people are drawn to you because you on your stuff and you're doing what it is that you need to do. So let's clarify the Hermit. You have the Ace of Cups, right? The Lovers, which is Gemini, and you have the Five of Pentacles. That is so crazy. That is just bananas. This is just bonkers, yo. I couldn't have made this up. Look. Ace of Cups. Somewhere along the line, very soon, someone is going to try to make some sort of love offer to you, right? Lovers, right? Which is also ironically Gemini, right? This is them trying to make that love offer to you. You Geminis are going to kind of be flattered, but you Gemini, Five of Pentacles, but you Geminis are like, nah, I'm taking a hiatus from love right now, into romantic type of love. That's how y'all Geminis are flipping it. Y'all Geminis are like, taking a break from it right now. A lot of you Geminis really do see yourselves in situations where a lot of y'all just, again, you want to concentrate on rejuvenating your own energy and making sure that your own personal health is good. Well, sorry, some more cards fell. While at the same time also building on the things that you need to build on every single day, or if not necessarily every single day. I guess you could say every single day. A different sense of it, but building towards that every single day. So let's clarify the Emperor. Here we go. So you have the Chariot, Page of Wands, King of Swords. Clarify the Emperor. Again, anybody who's trying to find your number who was on some BS, you're not answering that call. Chariot, you're not answering that call. Page of Wands, letting it diffuse, letting it dissolve, letting whatever it is that these people had for you or you had for them dissolve. Distance and time, right? The King of Swords. This is your second time getting the King of Swords for this reading. The King of Swords, absolutely on your grind. Shout outs to the Geminis. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Let's get this to 30 likes. Peace.